the top.
It's not just about going to space. It's the training.
Their training? They did 2 days.
An all-female Blue Origin space crew with celebrities including Katy Perry and Gayle King has been hilariously mocked.
I don't even know how much it's going to change me.
And Gayle King is upset.
You have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. You know, we duplicated the same
An astronaut
trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day.
First of all, Alan Shepard walked on the moon, Gayle. You did not walk on the moon.
If they didn't market this whole thing with this like empowering and serious tone, I don't think anyone would have like roasted it.
What are you guys gonna do up in space? What are you doing up there? I mean, it's, by the way,
They're going for 11 minutes.
Don't show your boobs. Don't get your specially made spacesuit so that we can make sure to see all your curves as you go to outer space. Is that what it is to be a woman?
Imagine being told that the first all-female crew in history is about to fly to space, an achievement that could redefine women in science.
It is the highest high, and it is surrender to the unknown, and you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
I warned you, it wasn't good.
They are melodramatic. Katy Perry's.
Astronauts who were just rescued by SpaceX after, 8-9 months in space when they were supposed to be only there for about a week, they had less carry-on than what we just saw there. It looks like they've cured cancer.
What went wrong? Buckle up, because we're about to dive into one of the most overhyped, overdramatic space flights ever. Trust me, this is not the history anyone expected.
I can't find inspiration in this. You've got some very rich, famous women who were selected because they're rich and famous, not because they've got any understanding of science or space. I think this is just so completely unrelatable to the average person.
6 women blast off into space aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin, an all-female crew finally. It's a momentous achievement, right? A giant leap for womankind, or at least that's how the media sold it.
Women were supposed to feel empowered by, but instead, people called it overdramatic and a step backwards for feminism.
This mission was supposed to be a huge deal, but here's the catch. The whole thing lasted just 11 minutes. 4 of those minutes in zero gravity. That's right, less time than it takes to watch an episode of your favorite TV show. So the reaction, let's just say it wasn't the standing ovation they were expecting.
There's been a lot of blowback from Hollywood leftists, not just people like you and me. Hollywood leftists, these are the people who are supposed to love them, who are ripping these women to shreds. It's beautiful.
Now, the media didn't exactly sell this as, hey, look at these women going on a quick vacation to space. No, they marketed this as a major feminist victory, as if this flight was going to inspire young girls everywhere to shoot for the stars, literally. The narrative, this was supposed to be a defining moment for women, showing the world that women can be astronauts too.
So much more gracious, and also I think it's a reflection of celebrity culture, where it's so much navel gazing and narcissism, where it was about, her and Katy Perry's meditation and her inner love and all that, as opposed to thanking the engineers at Blue Origin. That might be more appropriate.
I'm so proud of us. I really am proud of me.
Flowers for me, I believe, are like God's laughter. I have so much love for my daughter Daisy, and I have so much love for Mother Earth.
It just says to me, if I can do this, I was telling these guys, I might even now get my ears pierced.
I hope they can see the unity that we modeled and understand that we weren't just taking up space, we were making space. 10 out of 10 review.
But spoiler alert, this was not the sisterhood of space exploration we were promised. Let's talk expectations. You've got a historic all-female crew, right? So what do people expect? Maybe a few days in orbit, maybe some groundbreaking scientific discovery, something that makes you think, wow, this is why space missions are so important. Instead, we got 11 minutes of a space tourist flight.
Just a few weeks ago, actual astronauts who got stranded in space for months were rescued by another rocket and brought back to Earth, and it hardly made a splash on the media. Jeff Bezos basically put his girlfriend and her pals into a giant vibrator, shot them into orbit for 10 minutes, and they came back telling all about the thrill.
So yeah, naturally the internet wasn't exactly thrilled. One tweet read, "Why did I think they would stay in space for a few days, not 4 minutes? Honestly, who could blame them? This wasn't the revolutionary, world-changing space mission we were led to believe. It was more like a brief weekend getaway for the ultra-wealthy." And then of course there's Katy Perry, because if anyone was going to make space look fun and empowering, it was going to be a pop star who's best known for fireworks and glitter, right?
I couldn't recommend this experience more. This is like up there with all the different tools that I've learned in my life, from meditation to the Hoffman process, this is up there because what you're doing is you're like really finding the love for yourself, because you got to trust in yourself on this journey.
1, 2, 3, take up space!
I'm so days, and I am inspirational. I'm proud of me. Good for me. That's the messaging coming back.
Katy Perry said space was going to be glam, that it was time to put the back in astronaut. 2 days of training and boom, you're an astronaut. Forget the decades of grueling work NASA astronauts put in. It's just about throwing on some sparkles, right?
The cynic in me thinks that it was just a marketing strategy by Blue Origin, which is way far behind SpaceX and the commercial private space industry. This is a way to get a lot of media and attention and hype, putting famous people with perfect hair like up in space for 2 minutes in that zero gravity environment.
But here's the kicker. This isn't NASA. Blue Origin is a for-profit space tourism company. The whole thing is about making space accessible, but only if you can cough up between $200,000 and $500,000. Let's just pause there for a second. How many people on Earth can afford that? Maybe less than 1%. But yeah, it's totally empowering if you're one of the ultra elite. So while Katy Perry is out here selling us the dream of limitless space travel, the rest of us are still figuring out how to pay our rent.
And if you don't want people to think it's frivolous, Gail, then don't have the Kardashians craft side as you take off, and Oprah. That might have something to do with our reaction to this as a non-serious